Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the Top Shelf and Rare Parts YouTube channel. This is a first for me because I am usually behind the camera and not in front of it, but I'm sure I'm gonna get the hang of it here pretty quickly. My name's Edward. I am Dr. Octagon on Naziok. I also am the admin as well as the creator of Top Shelf and Rare Parts Facebook page, as well as the Quality Subaru EJ for Sale Facebook page. Both those pages are mine, so please check out both of them and tell me, take a look around, see, hopefully there's something you like. I want to tell you a little bit about myself first before I get into the description of the Top Shelf page. I've been in and around Subaru since 2001. My first Subaru was a 1999 Subaru Legacy wagon, and my dreams at that time were to turbocharge that wagon and acquire as many Blitzen products as possible. To date, I have acquired none. I never turbocharged it, but the heart was there, and so was the aspiration. My second Subaru was a 2002 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS, which looked exactly like the 2002 WRX, minus the hood scoop. So you can imagine during that time how many questions I got on whether it was a WRX. To those who were in the know, they would be able to distinguish that car from a WRX because it had a hood scoop. It also had a twin-tip exhaust from factory, which mine didn't. But nonetheless, I was asked, I don't know how many times, on if it was a WRX, and my reply each time was it's not, which, then required me to explain exactly what I had. So 2002 was a rough year for me, but nonetheless, I love the car, did what it was supposed to, and I stuck around with Subarus ever since. The Top Shelf and Rare Parts page was a endeavor, creation, thought that I had to try to bring together Top Shelf, Rare Parts, as well as their owners, all in one place so that we can have a discussion on the brand, the product, the authenticity, as well as buying and selling. So you will find on that page Abbey Road Company Parts, ARC, Kensi Service, Fujitsubo, Tamikiari, Prova Eiffel, AME, SSR, Work, Volk, Mackin Industries, Speedstar Racing, which is SSR, and I believe Mackin encompasses SSR. I might need a mulligan on that one. Get in the comments and tell me if I'm wrong. I think I'm right, but fair notice, I might not be on the right now. But, version 7, 8, 9, S202, 203, 204, 205, 206, original equipment items, spoilers, wheels, seats. You will find items on Top Shelf and Rare Parts that are not available off the shelf. They're discontinued, made in limited run, one-off parts. Parts you might not have seen in years that somebody's had in their basement. There was somebody recently who posted a turbo kit from Minim Racing, one kit from Force Technologies. Both companies made turbo kits back in 1999, 2000, for 2.5 RSs. Force Technologies, I believe, is still around, still doing their thing. But nonetheless, when was the last time you heard from them or about them? So you'll find items from that era. Modulation items, Group A, Group N, things like that. We'll have conversations on all sorts of stuff. My first modification on my 99 Legacy, or no, it wasn't. It was on my 02 RS. It was a Larry Gans cold air intake. So if you remember Larry Gans and him making cold air intakes from 1999, 2000, 2001, you'll realize how old I am and that era back then. So we're going to have adult conversations on adult parts. If you haven't seen X part or have been looking for it for countless years, now you know where to find it. Okay? So that's with the Facebook page. What are we going to talk about on this channel? We're going to talk about items or topics close to my heart. We're going to talk about Tommy Carey items. We're going to talk about ARC items. We're going to talk about why the price tag is so heavily associated. We're going to talk about people say, well, you know, you could have bought X top mount or X front mount or whatever part for what you paid for the ARC, and that's fanboy stuff, and, you know, why'd you buy that? Well, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the history. We're going to talk about the craftsmanship. You know, we're going to talk about all of that. People do things, they buy things for a reason. Right? So, I also have 5 kids, so if you hear one of them in the background, that's why. So this is an authentic video, you know, so this is what makes it fun. But we're going to talk about everything. People just don't buy things to buy them. Okay? There's a reason. You know, whoa, this part's just as good as your ARC top mount. Is it? Because you think so? You know? I don't think so. But again, there's a reason behind all of this stuff, right? You know, we're going to talk about shops. What's in a shop? Why are you taking your car to a shop? Has this shop been in business for more than 5 years? What happened to the ones that were in business that didn't make it past 5 years? Something happened. What happened? What do you look for in a shop? Just because they have a storefront and they're a shop, they know what they're doing. Do they? I don't think so. You know? We're going to talk about all that stuff. We're going to talk about things that matter, car culture that matters. I might even get off on a tangent and start talking about hip-hop. You know what I mean? Like, again, you know, my screen name on Naziak's Dr. Octagon. I didn't just pick that out of nowhere, right? For those of them who know, that's Kool Keith's name. Ultramagnetic MCs, Kool Keith, Dr. Octagon. You put all 3 together. If you know what I'm talking about, we can have a conversation about that. You know, I talk about hip-hop at length. At length. You know, I grew up on Public Enemy. You know, things, you know what I mean? So we can talk about that, you know? So this is going to be a very fun channel. This is going to be a channel where education is given. This is going to be a channel where I might get it wrong. And I will not be afraid to admit that. And you tell me if I'm wrong, I'm going to go back and check. And I'm going to come back and say, hey, I was wrong. Right? But I'm going to do my best to get it right the first time. Okay? So, please stay tuned. Check out my videos. We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. You know, you thinking about buying that modified STI on that corner lot over there? You might want to ask yourself why it's there. Where's that lot located in proximity to anything else? Is it outside of a military base? Why do they have 15 modified vehicles on the lot? You know? You might want to talk about that. You know? We're talking about buying, selling, resume checking, how not to get scammed. Are you being scammed? Or are you scamming yourself? You know? We're going to talk about all of that. So please stay tuned. And I hope that this channel is beneficial to you, because I'm going to have a lot of fun. All right? Stay tuned. Thank you.